Hi, I'm Leanne. I'm a lightworker and a mother to 3 special girls. I strive to continue learning, growing, and to collect new skills. I'm a psychic medium, Reiki master teacher, and Akashic record reader and energy healer. I am so excited to share what I've learned and what I'm going to learn and the ups and downs of life. Thank you for joining me on my journey. Welcome to Life of a Lightworker podcast. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to be pulling a card from the Healing Waters Oracle deck by Rebecca Campbell. My intention is, what do you need to know right now? What do you need to hear right now? Oh, I got a card pop out. Let's look at it. It says, the water carrier, what really matters, reflect and reprioritize. And from the book, it says, in most parts of the modern world, humans have become disconnected from each other and the planet. We've forgotten simple things, like where the water that sustains us even comes from. We speak about creating harmony and peace on Earth, but really our focus should be on creating harmony and peace with the Earth. It is possible that it's our disconnection from seeing Earth's resources as sacred that's made us so disconnected. When we look into the future, we can see that without water, there can be no life on Earth. Without water, humanity cannot survive. This is a card about getting your priorities right and focusing on what truly matters. In our busy world, it's so easy to get swept up in things that seem important and urgent when really, at the end of the day, we realize that worrying about them has been a waste of time, resources, and energy. It's time to take a moment to pause, reflect, and reprioritize, to focus on what really matters, to chop wood and carry water, to care for those in our community, to understand what really, truly is important, and to act accordingly. Before I intuitively read that card, I'm going to pull one more card because I feel like there's another one in this deck, and they're meant to be read together. So what is the other card that needs to be pulled today? And I had 2 cards pop out. Let me just see if both are the ones for today. So the next card is the Mist. Trust your inner compass. Be led from within. So from the book, intuition is pointless unless we act on it. But it rarely makes logical sense, which is why it takes faith to trust it and courage to act on it. But when we do gather up the will to act on our intuition, each and every day, we find ourselves living a truly blessed, deeply aligned life that's led from within, a call to living a soul-fed life. There's a golden thread before you, calling you towards it, beckoning you forth. You're being called to trust your inner compass and be led from within. Mist and fog form when it's extremely humid and water vapor condenses to form droplets that hang in the air. When mist or fog set in, it is as if everything's hanging in a state of mystery. When we're walking in the mist, we make sure we're facing the right way, slow down, and enter a state of trust. Following our intuition is similar to that. When you may not know each step along the way or its exact direction, you're called to trust your inner compass, to trust that the path will appear before you and for you. Like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz, following the yellow brick road, we're all being led home to ourselves and our soul's path. It just requires us to consistently trust the guidance system within. So when I feel into these cards, my first impression is the world is changing. We are changing. So reflecting on what we have, what's in our lives, what's a part of us, what's around us, seeing what is truly important, what we want, what we need, and releasing all this extra baggage, this weight that we're carrying around that's holding us down. And how we filter through all of this weight that we're carrying is through our inner compass, through our intuition, listening to ourselves, trusting ourselves to know what to keep, what to let go of, and having that, like the card said, the courage to act on it and not let the fear that is around us make that decision for us. Let other people's choices or other people's decisions or what other people say you should or shouldn't do make those choices, but letting our inner selves, our compass, make those choices. I feel like this compressing, this pressure that we're all feeling isn't going to let up anytime soon. I feel like it's going to continue until there's nothing left that can be released. So when you have shed away all the things that are not meant for you, that you don't need, that you don't want, that are more like imprints of the world around us that you feel like you should have, things that you should be, when all those have been released, have been removed, are no longer a part of your life, then you're not going to feel the pressure. The pressure may still be around in the world for those who have resisted the release, and they're having a slower path, but everyone's going to continue feeling that pressure until there's nothing left to let go of. And this is a good letting go. This isn't taking everything away from you and leaving you with nothing. This is taking away the things that aren't going to help you. The things that are making you more stressed, things that are not aligned in your life. And some aspects, especially when they involve other people, that's a slow game. That's not something that we can quickly move through it because it's only involving ourselves. This is something that may take some more time, finesse, and patience, and that's okay. There's a lot to learn on the slow journey as well. There's nothing wrong with the slow journey. You're not better. You're not more spiritual. You're not more aligned because you went through this faster than everyone else. But maybe you started releasing these things before other people. Maybe you didn't get the same conditioning growing up. Maybe something about your energy or their energy, things fell away faster, or there's less to pull away. That has nothing to do with worthiness. There's nothing to do with being better than anyone else. It's just the way it is from how their life has worked out to this point in time. And then the same for other people that have a lot of things to go through. That's not bad. That doesn't make them less than. I feel like a lot of people might look on people or judge people or hold people to this standard that they should be more spiritual. That just goes along the same lines as, oh, you should be a housewife. To me, those have the same energy. Other people putting what they think onto other people, and it just gives me the ick. So there's a lot of people all over the world, in every aspect, that try to make their egos run wild. So that's just something to be aware of, be mindful of, and when you see that, put it to the side. Try not to put any weight on it, because to me, in simple terms, it just feels icky. We don't want to be putting that kind of pressure on other people. We're here to help. We're here to support. We're not here to make anything harder or put more shame or belittle people and get stuck in that comparison trap. So I want to get some practical tools to help us through this squeeze, through this compression, through this releasing, and listening to our intuition to know what to release and what to hold on to. Okay, so when I said that, what popped in my head first was stillness. Releasing the distraction. That's the first thing to go, is releasing distraction. Limiting how often you're distracted. distracted from your own thoughts, from your own self. So spending more time without technology, without books, without TV is part of technology, and being around people necessarily. It's having time to think, daydream, and dream. It's having time to be with yourself and enjoying yourself. You don't have to sit there and do nothing and twiddle your thumbs. You can craft. You can do all sorts of activities. You can go for a walk. You can do things with your body. You don't have to sit there and do nothing and just go into your mind. But the whole purpose is to not be distracted by things that are not you and not the earth. I feel like that's the main thing. And I would suggest trying to do some things alone, or at least with maybe other people that make you feel comfortable or safe, so that you're not in fight, flight, or you're not in protection mode where it is harder to listen to yourself because you have that shield up. So you want to be around people you feel very comfortable with, or by yourself. That would be my suggestion. So if you haven't done any intuition work or meditation work or anything to really connect with yourself, that's where I would start. That would be the first step. And if you do work with your spiritual side, I feel that this is an invitation to really lean into that aspect of ourselves, to take more time, allow it to take up more space in our lives. Take more walks, take more meditative walks, connection walks, take more baths where you focus in on yourself. Maybe spend more time at night before bed meditating and connecting with your higher self and seeing what your body feels, connecting with yourself, seeing how your energy feels, doing energy work on yourself. Whatever you have been doing, this is an invitation to step it up even more, to create more space in your life for that spiritual side of yourself. And it's going to strengthen it. And it's also going to make your light brighter, which when all of us are spending more time on ourselves, on our spiritual side, the whole world gets brighter. So that's the goal, is to brighten ourselves, connect with ourselves. When we listen to our intuition, we get brighter, we're turning our light on, we have more flow of energy, of source energy through us, and that connects directly to the earth, and that connects us directly with each other. And when I think about it, I feel so hopeful. I feel so energized. I feel like that is the most aligned way forward. And it's so simple. Because when we connect with that part of ourselves, it's easier to take action in the physical world, to be more aligned with what our soul wants, with what the earth wants. And when we are all connected together, we're all moving together. We all have the same goals, and we can make more change because we are standing together instead of apart. And the first step is to be connected energetically. That gives you the oomph and the boost. So when there's those few people, those few activists, those few leaders that are standing up and they're changing the world, or they're putting ideas to change the world in a better way that is for our highest good, that is aligned with our souls, with what we want, they have the energy to push them, because we're like the rocket fuel, catapulting them so that they can do the work. They're the arrow, and we are the force behind the arrow. So just because we're not physically going out and doing all these things we see other people doing or these leaders doing, that might not be your role. Maybe that's their role, but we're here to support them. We are still needed. We are very important, and us working together, it's beautiful. And that's the way the world will work in the future. So this is laying that groundwork. When we change the world by working together, it's easier to create the world that we want by working together. I will be honest, before I recorded this, I was having kind of like a blah, low kind of day, and I was like, oh, I guess I should record my podcast. I don't really want to. I want to be lazy today. I don't really want to do that much. I had very little physical energy, but I was like, nope, I'm going to get this done. I'm going to, because once I start in the energy, I know that will help me. That'll help me change. That will help me get into a better mood. Because when I take that time to connect, it always makes me feel better. I just need to put that one foot forward, make myself do it. Because sometimes it's really exciting and I want to do it. And other times I feel lazy. The weight of the world. I feel so heavy. I just want to sleep. I just want to laze about. I don't really want to do that much. So in those instances, I have it in my calendar and I follow through. Because past me thought it'd be a good idea to record it today so that I have lots of time to get it uploaded and do the notes and I'm not rushed. So when I think about that, I think of, okay, right now I don't have the energy, but I'm going to do this for future me. So future me doesn't have to be more stressed and trying to get things done last minute. I can be more relaxed. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it because nothing to lose, really. And it completely changed my attitude, completely changed my energy. So now I am leaving this feeling empowered, feeling energized, like I can take on the world, and just going into your day with that energy shift is huge. It completely changes your day. And if more of us spent a little bit more time connecting to ourselves, our higher self, source, the earth, then it would change our energy and change our day and change our lives and then change the world. So these are little steps that snowball and go on and on and on, and they really do make a difference. So sometimes having that greater perspective can help get you out of the funk as well, because you're not just doing it for you in this moment to have a better day. Sometimes that is worth it, but to have a better month or to help the world. Some people, having somebody outside of themselves to do it for is a really good motivation. The earth is wanting us, is yearning for us, is encouraging us. She's cheering us on to do this. So we're doing it for her. And then she gives it back to us tenfold. So whatever we give to her, she gives it back. So it's a really beautiful exchange. And for us, there's not much to lose because you get so much when you give really a small amount. We're not really giving that much in comparison to what she's giving. So I hope you go about your day feeling more empowered, go on your week feeling more empowered, and I hope you take more time to connect with yourself and connect to the earth and feel that change, feel that shift within you. If you'd like to reach out, my website is spruceenergyhealing.com. I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all as Spruce Energy Healing. I hope you have a great day. And if you're listening to this on the Black Friday weekend, I have a sale, a 20% off sale on my intuitive session. So that's the soul reading and healing session. That's the business expansion and empowerment session. That is the intuition development. And I'm also doing 20% off my QHHT, BQH, hypnosis sessions. So that is a huge savings for those. So if you are interested, you can book and reach out to me and have your session in December or January and get your 20% off your session. I hope you have a beautiful week, and I look forward to talking to you next time.